Welcome to this very special edition of the Author's Voice with KAJ, a show where we explore the stories behind the stories. Here we dive into the worlds created by authors, discover their inspirations, and ensure that you walk away enriched and inspired. And today we have with us author Terry L. Fossum, survival reality show best-selling author, and his award-winning book, The Simple Guide to Public Speaking. We will talk about that. It's been lauded by everyone from astronauts to beauty queens to business and military leaders to academia and even taught at the MBA level. Welcome to the show, Terry.
Hey, Jay, thanks so much for having me back again, my friend. How are you doing?
Very good, very good. Welcome back to the show, this time on the Author's Voice with KJ. Terry, welcome to India in this online form once again. And I'm sure not just in India, but a lot of people across the globe will benefit from what we are going to talk right now. We'll talk about your book, The Simple Guide to Public Speaking Without Losing Your Lunch. Yeah, both the things are very important. We'll talk about that. But before that, let's understand a bit about your journey to becoming an author. How did that happen? If you can share a bit for the audience.
Well, absolutely. I think myself, just like so many people, had some ideas, some thoughts in my head that I thought could help people. But of course, how do you get that word out to people? And how do you duplicate yourself? I can only talk to so many people, but if I'm able to write this into a book, then I know it can help people. And I know the number one fear in the world, even more so than death, is public speaking. People would rather be in the coffin at the funeral than giving the epilogue. So I know I could help them because I had a lot of experience in that. And also understanding that if you want to lead, if you want to be upfront, if you want to really make things happen, if you want to get your idea out there, if you want to help your cause, whatever it is, you've got to learn how to speak in public. You got to do it. So I wanted to be able to help people.
Absolutely, absolutely. You wanted to help people, and that is where your book comes in. Public speaking without, the simple guide to public speaking without losing your lunch. Tell us a bit about this book. Means how did this come into existence, or was that the only inspiration that you wanted to help people, or there is anything more inspiration behind this particular book?
I learned that as I was speaking, and I've been speaking now for probably over 50 years, actually since I was a young boy in Scouts of all things. And as I realized I was doing it, and even back then, I could start leading people. I could start leading people. Then in college, I was leading people. Then in the United States military, I was leading people. And then in business, and then in the philanthropic world. And I realized that there were some tricks that I was able to use to, first of all, get over my own nervousness as an introvert, get over my own nervousness, my own fear, and become the most powerful that I had ever felt in my life every time I walk up on stage. And when I met other people that had this fear of public speaking, I learned techniques where I was able to help them get over it in about 15 minutes. And I wanted to be able to share that with them, to share that knowledge I had gained for my years and now decades of speaking, to help people get up there, get over themselves, and get their own idea out to the world. And now, of course, I work with TED Talks a lot, TEDx Talks, helping people book those and rock those so they can get out not just to hundreds, but to thousands or millions of people like I've been blessed to do.
Absolutely. So one quick question on public speaking. When someone goes for public speaking, Terry, is it about them or is it about the audience? Because the fear is with them, but the audience is there and you are talking about them. How does this work? How should people understand when they want to go for? You said very interestingly that people are very afraid of speaking, public speaking. They would rather be in a coffin rather than going out on the stage.
It's true. And my answer to that question is it's not about either one. Now, I know one of the traditional teachings out there is it's not about you, it's about the audience. I'm going to tell you it's not even about them. Here's what it's about. It's about your idea, your cause, your thing that you want to get across. So a lot of times people will speak on a cause that's important to them. So what I teach them to do is don't think about yourself. Get over yourself. Oh, I'm nervous. I might forget my words. I might, don't worry about that. Don't even worry about your audience so much from the standpoint of, oh, they're going to hate me. They're going to judge me. Don't worry about that. Worry about the people or the animals or the environment or whatever it is you are speaking about. That's what you focus on. So if, for instance, I'm doing a talk to help feed the population, the impoverished, let's say in India. If I'm going up there and I'm worried about, oh, I hope I don't get the words wrong, I hope I don't screw up, then I'm thinking about me. If I'm thinking about, oh, I hope the audience doesn't judge me, I hope they think I'm great and all that, then I'm worried about them. If I forget all of that and all I care about when I go up there is helping those kids, helping those families that need my help, and I can help them through influencing the audience. So when I go up there, I'm not thinking about anything else except for the cause that I am speaking of, even if it's a business thing. Okay, who am I helping with my business? That's what I'm focused on. It's a huge mentality shift, but if you do it right, will really help you become very powerful when you get up on stage, because it ain't about you. It ain't about them. It's about the cause.
Absolutely, absolutely. It's about the cause. So who is this book about for Terry? Is it only for people with a cause, or is it people without a lot many causes?
It is for anybody that wants to either help get their own ideas across. It could be one-on-one. It could be one on a small group. It could be if you are a business leader, you need this book. If you want to be a business leader, you need this book. If you want to be a military leader, if you want to be a philanthropic leader, if you want to just have people listen to you and not get up on stage and throw up like a gentleman I was talking to just the other day, this book is for you. It's also going to help take you past that and give you my tricks of how when I get up on a stage, I get their attention immediately. I'm going to teach you how to do that. How do you keep their attention? How do you make them hang on every single word you say? I'm going to teach you all those tricks, and it's all in that book right there.
Absolutely, it's on in that book right there, and this is the book that we are talking about. So I want to understand what is it that you have dealt with in the book, so that people get an idea. Okay, I need to go and get this book for myself. It's not about just listening to about this book, but the real good thing will be to buy this book and make my life better.
Well, it really will. And that's what it's all about. That's why I wrote the book, because what I want you to be able to do, the listener, is I want you to know how to, when you go up on, before you go up on that stage, how do you write a talk that's going to have the audience want to do what you want them to do? So when you're done with that talk, they're going to jump up and get out there and do it. How do you write your talk? How do you practice your talk? How do you make sure that you're completely prepared well before the event date? So when you step up on that stage, you don't worry about anything except for you're going to go and make a difference in the world. And it's going to teach you how do you raise and lower your voice? How do you speed up when you're talking about some things? And how do you slow down during others? And most importantly of all, it's going to teach you the most important secret of all. It's all about stories. It's all about stories. They won't remember a thing you said. They'll remember the way you made them feel. People don't take action on fact. They take action on emotion. It's going to teach you how to build that emotion up inside of them so they want to take action. It's going to help you a lot.
Absolutely. So, is there something that you would want to share with the audience from the book? That, okay, this is, even if you don't buy the book, this is something you must know from the book. Is there anything specific that you want to share, Terry?
Yeah, absolutely, KJ. What I want to get across to them is, first of all, a lot of people watching or listening are going, but I'm not a public speaker. I'm not passionate. I don't know if I can come across. Let me tell you something. You are a passionate public speaker, and you've already done that. You just didn't realize it. If you have ever been a parent, if you have children, you have spoken passionately. You've done it before. If you've ever been in a relationship, odds are you have. If you've ever been pissed off and you are going to let them know what you thought, You've spoken passionately. That's the whole deal. You weren't worried about, am I going to forget the words? How are they going to think of me? Am I going to make a fool of you? Didn't care about any of that. You cared about the action you wanted them to take, and they were going to take it. You can speak passionately. You've done it before. You just need to realize you got to get over yourself. It ain't about you. It ain't about the audience. It's about the cause and the action you want the audience to take to support that cause.
Absolutely, absolutely. So I see in this book you have put this simple. Does this simple mean anything? Does it, is it an abbreviation or something?
It
What
is.
we should know about? Tell us
It,
about
it
that, and also tell us about the lunch part. Where did this lunch come from? Why will a speaker lose their lunch? I need to understand that part. That is most important for a speaker.
Absolutely. First of all, simple is an acronym. It's the steps that I teach to help you become a fantastic public speaker. And I'm going to let people get the book so they can read what those exact steps are, the SIMPLE. Now, the losing your lunch, I was talking to a very popular podcast host just the other day. This guy's really, really popular, but he shared with me, you know what, Terry? Every time I get up to speak, I throw up every single time. And so in the US, we call that losing your lunch. And he says, that's what I do every time. So I actually worked with him live on the podcast. It was really a lot of fun. And now he is taking a look at the TEDx Talk program that I've got. So not only is he not going to throw up anymore, but he is going to give a TEDx talk that's going to reach the world. It's really exciting.
Absolutely, absolutely. So you are a prolific speaker, you speak, but then writing this book, there must be, make it easy while speaking, you talk, make it easy while talking about this book. But what was the most challenging part of writing this book? Was there any challenge, or it was all very, as they say in the US, a piece of cake?
You know, writing a book is easy. Marketing it is hard. It's not that hard to write a book. And what I tell people, because I get asked this a lot, is just throw up on paper is the way I say it. In other words, don't worry about starting at the beginning or anything. Just start writing. Don't worry about it. Just start writing. Now, but the promoting it is the hard part. And there too, again, is why now I'm helping authors promote their book by becoming TEDx speakers, because then you get the word out. You become an industry expert more than only being an author, but now you're also a TEDx speaker, and so many more people hear about it, and that helps you promote your book, the hardest part of all of it.
Right, right. Yeah, I'm curious to understand from TEDx speaker to turning it into a book. If I understand, is that the way, or is it the other way round? No, how to turn your non-fiction book and turn into a TEDx talk? Help us understand that. How does one do that? And you also talk about your idea score AI. Tell us a bit about that.
Yeah, you bet, you bet. Well, as an example, Larry Namer, he's the billionaire founder of E Entertainment TV. So this guy's huge, right? And he wrote a book called Off Script, really great book. But he didn't know how to turn that into a TEDx talk, and he wanted to do a TEDx talk through my program. So what we did is we took, and I'm going to give everybody, all of your listeners, a free tool, online tool in just a second here, where they can do this. We just took Larry's entire book, we put it into this tool, and it gave him 5 different ideas of fantastic TEDx talk titles so he could get booked for TEDx. And then when he got into the program, it actually wrote his talk for him. So it can help an author like all of us that are listening on, and us as well. It can take your book, you put it in there, and it does the work for you. It even helps you promote it so you can land a TEDx talk. And this free tool, everybody will want to write this down, is ideascore.ai. Ideascore.ai. You can upload a PDF version of your book. You can just put your thoughts there. If you don't even have a book yet, put your thoughts and your stories in there, and it'll tell you if you've got a good chance of booking a TEDx talk or not. Absolutely free. It's really cool.
Absolutely, absolutely. That's a wonderful idea. You don't need to contact Radius Soft first. You need to contact this particular ideascore.ai, and then it will give you many more ideas to then get a chance for TEDx
Yeah.
talk.
Yeah.
Wonderful, wonderful. So one thing I want to understand from you, Terry, this particular book now, what next? Is there any other book that is in the pipeline?
Right now, um, I've actually got, as many of us authors do, right? I've got about 3 or 4 that I'm working on all at the same time, but very slowly. The next one I think I want to put out, because I'm after this TEDx program, the people who are in there have a chance to become part of my world-class speaker program and actually get a speaking agent, everything else. And I think my next book is going to be a volume 2 of this current speaking book. Add in even more tricks of the trade and things to help you get over the fear of public speaking and lots of the other things. So yeah, I think that's going to be the next one that I'll actually release. I think it'll be a lot of fun and help a lot of people again.
Absolutely. And any other program that you have that you want people to know about it and benefit from you the maximum. You talked about this whole thing about even the book turning into a TEDx talk, and anything else that you would want to share that I did not ask about.
Wonderful, wonderful. And this has been so much fun. It always is with you. I think that's the main thing right now. Now, if you're interested in being a paid speaker, first of all, again, a TEDx talk helps so much for that. So much. My speaker fees, I don't even want to say them on here, but it's many thousands of dollars an hour. But that's because I've got the credibility of a TEDx talk now that became one of the top in the world, actually. But then I'll be doing, for those who are interested in paying public speakers, I'm also finalizing a TEDx speaker, or excuse me, a paid public speaker program, world-class speaker program that people like Larry Kazanoff, who's one of the biggest producers in Hollywood history, is already become a part of, and many other people. So just follow me. You can even reach out to me. If you're interested in that, I'll tell you my email address. It's tlfossum, Fossum, at iCloud.com. So if you're interested in learning more about that, I haven't launched it yet, but I will be probably within the next couple of 3 weeks. So reach out to me if you're interested in learning more, or find me on any
Wonderful,
social media.
wonderful, wonderful, Terry. Now, at the end, in a nutshell, what do you want readers of this particular book, you know uh, a simple guide to public speaking, what do you want your readers to take away? What insights do you want them to take away from reading this?
Yeah, the biggest thing, AJ, is listen to me. Everybody listening, and especially you authors out there, listen. You have an idea inside of you. Obviously, you do. You wrote a book on it. But even if you haven't written a book yet or aren't thinking about writing a book, but you have an idea inside of you, it's an idea that can help people. There are people out there right now that are praying for the idea that you have in your head because they need to hear that. They need to learn that. Don't belittle yourself. Don't hold back. Don't think you're not good enough, or there's been something in your past that happened to you, or you've done something in your past. Any of these self doubts, any of these excuses, any of these fears. Listen, I don't care who you are or where you come from, if you're rich or poor, famous or unknown completely. You have the power of the human voice. And there is no more powerful weapon in the world than the power of the human voice. You've got it. Go out there and use it and make a difference in the world.
Absolutely, absolutely. Power of the human voice. Go out and make a difference in the world. There's much to learn and understand from you about all this, Terry, and I'm sure a lot of people would want to connect with you. A lot of authors would want to connect with you, learn from you, learn from your book, learn, be a part of your program. What is the best way for them to do so?
I think, LinkedIn, I think is a very, very good way. That's a great way. I'm easy to find anywhere on social media these days. After winning a survival reality show, I can't hide anywhere. But and again, I gave you my email address, tlfossum, Fossum, at iCloud.com. Feel free to do that, or go directly to ideascore.ai, and you can reach me either way. But yeah, if you want to see if your book could be turned into a talk, that's the place to go. And I'd be happy to help you take the first steps along your journey.
Wonderful. With this, it's a wrap on this very special edition of the Author's Voice with KAJ. Thank you so much indeed for joining us.